jaBRONI, JABRONIXYZ ABC. Oh, it doesn't matter how you spell jaBRONI.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the jaBROnis, presented by bodyslam.net. I am your reigning, defending, undisputed jaBROni World Champion, Topher McCann, joined as always with the lovely Mr. Mike Butler.
Goodness, thank you so much. Oh, that was so unnecessary. But hi everyone. As you can see, I'm all Phillied up.
Want to know on the road to a perfect season.
One down, 161 to go.
First things first, how we get into all this. You are in full-blown crystal clear HD.
Yeah, this is a journey, as some would say. Sometimes there's stickers over cameras. Sometimes I don't know the power of my own machine that I'm using. So what I'm doing, I'm messing around with the settings. I got this little USB extension that you plug into a Mac, and I plugged in this microphone. I don't even know if it sounds different. Well, I guess we'll find out when I listen back to it. But messing with the settings, and I realized that I'm not using the camera of my Mac to its fullest potential. So I was on like 480p, and now I'm at like 1080p, and you can see, like, I'm playing the show right now, as you can see, getting my shit together. But yeah, it's very nice, and I think I can tell the difference.
I think everything. I think it's improved audio quality. I think everything's perfect.
So yeah, it's a learning journey, right? Yeah,
experience,
learning experience. Look, we're going as we go, or whatever. I'm learning things. Okay.
And also, I mean, I have an empty house. I have no kids, so I snug a bunch of these Sunny D's that we got going on here. That they have. I stole like 4 of them.
Sunny D.
So we're gonna rip through these Sunny D's, and there's so much stuff to get into. We have the fallout. We have not been on since last week, since our over 12 hours of content on bodyslam.net. We watched Wrestlemania night 1 and 2. And then we had the Post-Mania shows. It's in the description. We got robots. We have new debuts. We have new names. What are we getting into first? Oh, and I took notes for like the first time in a very long time.
Yeah, I mean, we could like just, I guess, go into our overall thoughts about Wrestlemania. I know we've shared on Twitter. I mean, look, we spent 12 hours talking about Wrestlemania. We don't need to spend a whole lot of time on it, but I figure, overall as a show, I thought I put it in my top 5 WrestleManias, and that's probably showing a little bias towards Steve Austin being there twice. But, I mean, I didn't expect them to have a match and everything, so the shock factor there bumped it up a lot. And then I didn't expect them to be there 2 nights, so I probably put it at number 5. Like, if I had to, like, off the top of my head, ramble off some manias that were probably better. 17, 31.
Love it.
I liked 21, and I liked 19.
It's not a bad list.
No, yeah.
Dude, I'm still
and that was in no particular order, but I know like 38 is probably number 5.
I'm very I think 31's still like one of my favorites. Like
you're
that,
a big 31 guy.
I can watch, and I don't know, it's my Seth bias, but just all the way through, the show is just, for the most part, like I loved it. Like every match, like the way the match card was great, everything.
Yeah. And then,
but
sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was saying, like, I try not to go on Twitter, and I told you on one of the streams I was going to try to avoid Twitter because we can't have nice things and people complain no matter what. That's what's going to happen. And I simply put, like, and I think I said this on Twitter, if you like wrestling, you're going to like night 1. I think it was night 1. And if you like sports entertainment, you're going to love night 2. I think that's kind of, and it's not a bad thing. It made it a real great WrestleMania just because night 2 had less wrestling and night 1 had less sports entertainment. Doesn't mean one night sucked. They both were great in their own way. And and until we all learn that, in my opinion, and I know we even do it on the show, but in my opinion, until we all learn that in hindsight, should AEW and WWE be compared, I don't think they should be. And until we learn that they shouldn't be, then people are always going to have something to say. But WrestleMania was a top 5 Mania, in my opinion.
I don't think it's a crazy take. I think it was a very entertaining 2 nights. We were excited about night 1, I felt, and then it almost, after all that, with code, it just built up for night 2. And I mean, there's some nonsense. There was some, I mean,
yes. So okay, so like let's talk about the Knoxville Sami Zayn match, because I feel like that's getting a lot of criticism of all the nights.
The match of the night.
Now, some people have said that, and some people probably gave it -2 stars on their ratings. I mean,
it's about crowd reaction. If you go back and watch that match,
it's entertainment. It's sports entertainment. And Johnny Knoxville did a hell of a lot better than I ever thought he would have. I was impressed. And people were loving it. So people who didn't like it, or people were like, oh, Sammy deserves better. Like, he literally said it was the proudest, is one of his proudest moments. So like,
it's, I mean, again, like there was Knoxville kicking out. The crowd was into it. The crowd was in for all the little cameo appearances. This match could have went wrong so many different times with all the little gadgets, get the boot and the nuts and the mouse, like, but everything, the fireworks going off on the turnbuckle, but like for the most part, everything, like, that could have been, with everything they did in that, a lot of things could have went wrong.
Could have been a train wreck. Could have been a goddamn train wreck. Crowd
was in it, and it worked off of this whole storyline with Sammy of just the conspiracy and him getting screwed over, and it instantly continued over to SmackDown, which I even love. That I love the classic. It happens a lot, but so mad, like the next person who walks through that door, I am kicking the living hell out of them, and it's like the number 1 contender for the WWE Championship, basically.
Yeah,
soon enough.
Essentially.
Drew comes out. He's like, "What's up, lads?" It's like, "Oh, dude, Drew, I like you again. You're on my list. Get on the list."
So, oh my God, Sami Zayn went through this terrible match, and now he's in a program with your top babyface on SmackDown. Boo.
Which, yeah, it seems like that's going to be probably a little feud that leads to Backlash, because we got belts all over. We got Reigns and Shinsuke. Maybe look like that's going to find. That's not happened, right?
Reigns and Shinsuke?
Like a program. Just they've been involved in. like Survivor Series and like Rumble matches? Like, but
Yeah, not to my knowledge. I don't recall them going at it.
and this is the Shinsuke I want to see. He looked like a different Nakamura tonight, just a little bit. Just I don't know if it's just not having boogs but this reminded me more of a strong style back when I was wrestling. Speaking, we were just talking about Sami Zayn takeover kind of.
Right.
That's the case. Let's go. I mean, we know inevitably this is leading to just Reigns retaining, but I mean, come on, let's push that away.
Last time they fought was a SmackDown October 18th, 2019.
Singles match,
Yes.
Roman won.
I'm assuming. I don't have the result in front of me. I just Googled Roman Reigns versus Shinsuke, and I think
2019. Yeah, that's it.
Probably the last time they fought each other. Yeah. So
it's like after retiring the Undertaker, maybe like somewhere around there.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely before the tribal chief gimmick. He's wearing his vest.
Oh, the tribal chief. All right. How do we lay this out? Should we talk about? Should we go through WWE first since we're on the chat, and then we'll push AEW a little bit? Should we start with what's fresh? Should we start with SmackDown just off of last night, or should we go back to Raw first? Let's do order. You want to stay in order?
Let's stay in order because I feel like Raw was it a great show? No,
yes.
But there was enough for me to there was enough moments, I would say, for me to be to remember most of the show.
Would you say that, the classic Raw after Mania in our years growing up, would you say the Raw after Mania vibe was more for Raw or for SmackDown?
SmackDown, 100%.
Yes, okay.
SmackDown, 100%. I think the Raw after Mania fad is dead. I think it's dead. It's nobody's fault. I don't think it's. How are you? What could you have done? I mean,
you have two opportunities at it. I mean, you got two shows, and I guess if you hit on one of them, it's just like one of these is going to be like the big show after Mania with the big debuts, I guess. And I mean, and they tried. It's almost like a draft they had. It's like, all right, we'll do this. But it's like SmackDown got a lot of, we're going to debut this, like a bunch of new people. It's just like, all right, we're going to repackage one guy. Like, it just seems like we're like, they almost focused like, yeah, we got Cody in the beginning of Raw. So it's like they kind of focused more of that was the main attraction of Raw was Cody.
Oh, was it? Because I have a differencing of opinion there.
I thought it was, they had their whole show booked. I feel like it was Cody in the beginning and Roman at the end.
Yes, they bookended the show, but I mean, we have to talk about the main attraction of Raw, what came to be, and that is Ezekiel. I mean, he's gonna be up there with Reggie. He's up there with Madcap. He's up there with Happy Corbin as probably some of our favorites, I would say.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
No, but I mean, seriously, me and my wife are watching it, and I seeing this Ezekiel, a split. I'm thinking it's Ezekiel Jackson. I was like, I mean, I don't know what he's been up to, but okay, sure. I remember him.
Let's do this.
I don't think anybody else will remember him, but I remember Ezekiel Jackson. Sure.
I have his trading card.
And then obviously it wasn't Ezekiel Jackson. I'm like, who is this guy? Because I mean, I know I don't watch NXT 2.0, but I've never heard of this guy, Ezekiel. And then they do the close up of him walking down. I was like, and then Dana's like, what? I was like, Elias. She's like, oh, no. I was like, yes. So, look, I mean, I get it. I mean, he was probably told to shave the beard if they were going to march him out in that get up looking like Randy Savage and shit. Probably told to shave the beard. I get it. The name change, considering that they've been saying Elias is dead for months and months and months, again, I get it. It may look ugly, but some of the ugly ones are the best ones. So we'll see where it goes, My fear is that we'll never see Ezekiel again. I feel like they're I don't know what the online reaction was. I mean, like, aside from what I saw on Twitter, I don't know. Maybe it was bad, and maybe WWE goes back and is like, all right, we fucked up and struck out here, so you're not going to be on TV anymore until we figure something else out. It took them forever to get Ezekiel, some original ass name, and get him on TV. So it took them a while to do that. So yeah, hopefully he's at least on TV and he can give this a shot. It's already looking bad considering he's touting that he's Elias's younger brother or older brother.
Elias's younger brother, right?
All right, so like, we don't need that. Unless there's a way where Elias and Ezekiel somewhere down the road come face to face. And
yeah, I don't know. I mean,
we don't need that storyline. We know, like, that right there, that's insulting the intelligence of your audience. I'm not one to like use that phrase, but that right there is kind of an example, in my opinion, of insulting our intelligence.
I loved it. I went nuts when it was happening. I was like, oh my God. With Kevin Owens, it was perfect. The way Kevin Owens played it off like us.
Yes, he helped. He definitely helped.
He really helped the whole situation. So everything that we were thinking, Kevin Owens was so in that thought process, again, I always give the benefit of the doubt. I'm thinking that they knew what the reaction was going to be. And honestly, I'm going to say, dude, it was talked about a lot. Like I was telling you on the Observer, they were like, Alvarez was saying that that's all people were hitting him up about, asking about after Raw was Ezekiel. What's going on with this? Just that was the talking point out of it. And Cody with doing the Cody face gif. I love it. I love that that he turns his head just a little bit and like bites his lip. It's great. We'll put it up later when we Twitter scroll. We're gonna Twitter scroll in a little bit. It's gonna be so much fun. We're gonna see what idiots are saying on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I signed in this week, so I don't have to I won't be like logged out. So I can go on everyone's Twitter and go through likes and posts or whatever. On the jaBROnis pod, I was pretty sure that I was following porn star Angela White. And this morning when I was scrolling through, like something popped up and I was like, well, we gotta unfollow her right now because if we're scrolling later, we can't have that.
I can keep following my porn stars.
Hey, this is for the brand, okay?
Okay.
This is for the brand handle. I didn't know I was following her on that. She might be like one of the just saying. So we'll see what pops up later on. But I got sidetracked with Cody gif.
Yes, Cody.
But it all goes back to Ezekiel. So I don't know. It seems like a little program with Kevin Owens, and we'll see. I'm excited to see where this goes. Ezekiel was part of the crew now. He's part of the. Hey, some people look at Maycap. Maycap's getting chance. I know I'm getting ahead of myself. I'll calm down. Let's stay on Raw. We been talking about this for months and months and months. Somebody came this week on Raw. Somebody that we've been waiting for a very long time. A jokingly long time, if you will. What did you think of the debut of Veer?
I was kind of like, I wasn't disappointed. Like, first off, I'm always going to be okay with somebody coming in and just annihilating Dominic Mysterio. Like, I'm always going to be okay with that. No matter who you are or what gimmick you got, I am always going to be okay with trashing that young man. I was kind of shocked that they kept him with the gimmick that, I mean, they've been promoting essentially, with their vignettes.
Did you really
only because I was believing his Twitter so hard that he was coming out in this Punjabi Playboy type gimmick, and that's not the case.
Fell for it.
And I guess I did. I guess I will admit that I fell for it, and I can't.
Did you want him to wrestle? Did you want him to like wrestle in that?
No. I mean, I guess when these cutting promos, he could still come out like that. But I thought he was going to come out and maybe do something else, I guess. But I mean, I can't be mad because it's not like Raw said that that's what we were getting. We were getting Veer, and
He came.
we got Veer. He came hard.
Now, what do you think about what happened right before that? With I think it was 26 seconds it took the Miz to beat Dominic. And again, I know Dominic, former Jabroni of the Year winner. But yeah, just we need that, I guess, for the debut of we need a quick watch of Dominic with the Miz. I guess it carries over with the Miz turning on Logan Paul and to show we still have Miz is a dickhead and we're gonna hate him, and he gets out of the way when Veer shows up and moves along. He's wrestling Cody on Monday, and a lot of people are freaking out about that. We'll get to that, I guess. But
yeah, we'll get into that. I first off love the Miz for everything. He can, in my eyes, do no wrong. Yeah, he should be squashing Dominic Mysterio in the ring in 26
seconds. Too long?
No, that's fine. That's fine.
It's a good time.
What? Do you want Dominic Mysterio to have like a banger 8 to 10 minute match with The Miz? No, he's not that good. I'm sorry, he's not. And it's so funny because there's always somebody on TikTok, this young lady who I think I've shown you has the biggest crush on like Dominic Mysterio, and I've been reading some of her. I can't remember the name, but I've been listening to some of her takes on Dominic and how she gets so much shit because people keep saying that he should have gone to NXT and how and all that, and like she's like, no, he shouldn't. He's really, really good, and she's like super duper serious. And like one day when I remember her name, she's gonna be Jabroni of the Week. It's so funny, but no, Dominic's not anywhere near the level of the Miz. So yeah, it should be a 26-second match.
Side note, I just found out that there's a thing called NXT Level Up.
Yeah.
So
that's the development for the development, I think.
It's development for the development. It's like that. They're like elevate, like the elevation and dark, like I guess.
Yeah.
Eva Webber. And you know what? I think Dominic should be on Level Up. I don't think she would like that.
Dominic should be on Level Up.
But maybe soon. But wasn't he on NXT wrestling somebody like?
That's the thing. All right. So that's a perfect example. Okay, regarding this chick on TikTok, she would get all this flack for Dominic needs to be on NXT, and then he has like 1, maybe 2 matches when they went down there to boost the ratings or whatever, and she's like, "Okay, guys, are you happy? He was on NXT." That's not the same thing, you jerk.
That's a win in her book, in her eyes.
That is a win in her book. It's so funny. No, like that don't fucking count, man. I don't know why they would think. I mean, Ray was the ratings boost. I don't think Dominic is a ratings boost.
Not in her eyes. It's
right.
Dominic.
She has a lot of weird takes. I gotta share some of those when I can.
Did you catch any of the takeover? Because we had a rematch on Raw in which we saw. I mean, this is probably the most of NXT that we've seen in
yeah, I will agree that this is the most I've seen of Braun Breaker this last week. I did not watch Stand and Deliver. I was honestly, I mean, again, we did 12 hours of streaming, so I figure I can miss that one. But I was shocked that Dolph won, and then you hear people saying that because of that, Braun's going to Raw. Then he wins the NXT title on Raw. Whatever.
Yeah, apparently there's a last minute decision. He was supposed to win the title at Stand and Deliver, and they made this decision again. Maybe probably just a ratings thing, like check out
more eyes on him.
Which I get it. It's fine.
Sure. It's just a weird. In the long hindsight, it's 2020, but it was a weird decision to just not give them on your biggest pay-per-view of the NXT pay-per-view of the year. I heard it was the best one since the NXT 2.0 started. So there's that.
All right, we have to talk about this. Another big moment on Raw. We had Bobby Lashley come out with MVP, and we saw the heel turn of MVP, and he has now aligned himself with Omos. And I mean, MVP was a crucial part with Bobby Lashley for promos, big time. I didn't watch that much Lashley. That's when I was kind of not watching, but I've went back and I've seen promos, whatnot, or whatever. Not the best. MVP has elevated him to the point where sometimes he would cut promos with MVP there, grab the mic, and sound good now. And now for Omos, it makes a bunch of sense.
Yes, 100%.
But now, kind of worried about Hot Bobby.
I'm not. I think he'll be fine. He doesn't have to say much. As long as he doesn't say much.
He has to stay hot. I get it.
Get your point across and tell me who you want to fuck up, and then we'll be fine. But yeah, there's no reason for him to go on elongated promos. That's not what Bobby Lashley does. Bobby Lashley goes in there and whoops the shit out of people.
Yeah. And that was a delayed reaction. My instant reaction, I just thought of him being having the stick for Omos and cutting promos, and I was like, oh my God, that's perfect. He had AJ Styles with him for a year, and now he's going to have MVP. It's like they really want him to be their next big, like literal big guy who, I mean, which they kind of take the place of, I mean, we had Big Show, we had Mark Henry, we had Braun recently. So it's like they kind of need that. It's not, I mean, they destroyed Dabocado for helping, so it's not going to be Dabocado.
Avocado,
Commander Aziz. I'm sorry.
Dabocado. Oh, we were talking about avocado. I'm sorry.
We talk about Raw Underground sometimes here.
I hate guacamole. This will only help Omos. Won't need to say anything. He'll just go in there and, again, much like Lashley, whoop the shit out of somebody. And that's fine. So at WrestleMania Backlash, when the inevitable rematch happens, now Omos will win. And this is like a lot of what our picks for WrestleMania, like we based it off of what's going to happen at WrestleMania Backlash. And I think this is one of them. So
the only one we really got was the Ronda thing. Felt like maybe it seems like the Ronda thing, just they're going to hold, they switched it. Now I think she's going to win a not quit match.
That'll be interesting. I don't know.
I don't care, honestly.
Yeah, like with that feud, that's just like who's interested in it? Like I'm not. Charlotte should have won on WrestleMania, and she did, and I think Charlotte should remain champion after Backlash too. I'm not. I fell off the Rousey train. I am sorry. I just do not like. I loved it when she was there for her first stint. But since she's gotten back, I have been like not interested whatsoever. And I don't know why. I don't know why. It's just,
Hey, I only liked when she returned. I won the Royal Rumble pool. She won me like $400 some. So
that's the only reason you like her. You know, like
yeah,
I probably only liked her in her first stint because she debuted when I was at the Rumble. So like, you know,
that's our connection.
I saw her first WWE event. I love her, and now I hate her.
Yeah. It's just been kind of. Not. I'm a Becky guy now. I'm a huge.
What did she do?
All right. So, we'll get home. We'll get into that. Let's finish Raw, and then we'll talk about that because I don't know if I want to even look you in the eye when I have to ask you about this now. But okay. Finn Balor wins the United States Championship. Since then, he got eliminated by Madcap Moss. He could have won the Battle Royal. And then we switch over now. There's a 6-man tag. He teams up with RK Bro against, what was it?
I guess Alpha Academy and no, it wasn't Alpha Academy. It was the Usos and Austin Theory.
And he ends up taking his Austin, what, the A-Town? I don't know.
Theory has Balor's number for sure.
Taking the pin there. What is your thoughts on our United States champion, Finn Balor?
I mean, that's a whole different question, because like my thoughts on Finn Balor is that he's severely underutilized and probably should be. I mean, if Raw had its own title, I would say he should probably be that title holder, the top title holder. But look, they're trying to get Theory over, I think. So they're going to do this, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's your next United States champion. However, I would like to see then Finn do something a little bit more meaningful. You're not going to put him with Roman because you just had him with Roman and made him look like a fucking fool. I would like to see him join Edge and Damian Priest after this United States run. That and like, I don't want to see this because he just got out of the tag team scene, but either that or I would give him and AJ Styles a run as a tag team with their history with Bullet Club. But I would be pretty intrigued with Finn turning heel, because I don't think he's ever been heel to my recollection since he's been in WWE. I mean, I guess if you want to count that,
he was heel on NXT.
Was he, or was he like a tweener? I don't know.
He was. Well, he'll never be.
So if you want to count,
he'll never be a. Yeah, no, he was a heel. He'll never be a full heel to you because you love him.
Yeah, that's true. But
Corbin's never been a heel. I'm still waiting for that.
So like, I wouldn't mind. I mean, he has that whole alter ego thing with the demon, and I feel like maybe him joining Edge and Damian Priest will give him a little bit more of an edge. I'm basically asking for another ministry. That's all.
Right. There's a lot of rumors about this Edge faction. Do they have a name already?
Not that I know of.
Yeah. So
I called them the Brood in my WWE 2K22.
I have. All right. So there's rumors of. I'm hearing several different names.
Really, I haven't heard anything.
I've heard Tommaso Ciampa.
Is the name of their group?
No, not the name of the group. Just, no, that was a great name of a group. Though. We'll hold on to that one.
Had no Tommaso Ciampa in it either.
Yeah, but
we're just big fans, and we named our group after you. No big deal.
So they're at 2. So I've heard. All right, was it Rhea Ripley?
It was, one of them was Rhea, and you can kind of like, the seeds are being planted for that. Yes,
I could see. It was Tommaso, and there was one other person that I can't think of right now that was being. I don't know if it was another NXT person or someone on the main roster. I'm sorry, but yeah. So interesting how they're going to, if they're going to slowly build this up. If we're going to see someone, are we going to see Tommaso this week? Are they going to hold off on wherever he shows up? Did they say where he's even actually showing up?
Nope. Like I said, like when we were talking, I think this weekend, I had no idea if he was even showing up because everyone was making a big deal about that being his last NXT match.
It's definitely he's done. I mean, he had the Triple H thing at the end, so.
Right, and I didn't hear that he was coming to the main roster. Not that I'm like plugged in or anything, so why would I hear? But I think I follow enough people who are plugged in to be like, oh.
And then LA Knight, inevitably, apparently, he's getting the call up. But we'll finish up with Roman. The whole night they build up Roman Reigns. What's next? What's next? What are we doing next, Roman? Tell us what we're doing next. Build it up. Roman takes 10 minutes to come out, and he just goes like, you want to know what's next? I was like, yeah, Roman, take off your shirt. You're the needle mover. Tribal Chief, we love you. You want to know what's next? Like, yeah, take those pants off. Super punch my vag. Yeah, you want to know what's next? We're tuning to SmackDown this Friday on Fox. And then like, that was it. That was like verbatim too. That's kind of like what we heard and what we
See,
saw.
I can't confirm because I actually fell asleep and missed this whole segment. Which I was kind of disappointed. I usually don't fall asleep during Raw.
You're the tribal chief. I hope he doesn't.
I know. So I like this made me think that he was injured and they needed a couple days to figure out what the fuck they were doing. So that's all I thought about, and I even told you that. But yeah, I don't know what the point was. Could have had like Cody Rhodes and his like, I mean, they had a Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens dark match right after, so probably could have put that on as the main event.
I mean, we can kind of just go right into what it led to now because we moved to SmackDown, and that was, we could just talk at the end. He comes out, of course, at the very end of SmackDown, and we already mentioned that
he started to come out at 9:45. So I'm thinking something.
It was like 9:41. I felt.
It was early. Something like, I was like, and he ain't wrestling. He's gonna go out there and talk for like 10, 15 minutes. I don't know about that. And I thought something big was gonna happen.
So it ends up where they've done everything. Nakamura comes out. I want to talk about that because I want to talk about what they were talking about. But Nakamura ends up coming out. There's a little face to face. He says like, "Hey, we hurt your partner. I know about losing someone. Like we lost Jay for a year, or was it Jimmy? We lost Jimmy for a year. Yeah. Main event Jay. And then we had main event Jay. So he's like, the bloodline wants to show love. He gives a hug to Nakamura. We get a double super kick that ends SmackDown. But what they were talking about, the next plan for Roman Reigns is for the Usos. He's saying like Roman's like, I'm one man and I got 2 titles. Usos 2 men, they got 2 titles, but they each need another one. So
that was some Steiner math, though. I felt like
it was very confusing to start off.
Because I was like, wait, no, they have 1 title.
They have 2 physical titles, but it only
counts.
counts.
But like one person has 1 title for each.
Yeah, they're a tag team champion.
So yeah, that was very Steiner-like of him.
So now, and I don't even know, does the brand split just like stop for a
I don't know, man. Like, I'd be so pumped for this tag team unification match if I didn't just see them the Monday before Mania.
Yeah, they're already there, so now they're going back. It's like, can anyone from SmackDown just show up and be like, "Hey, Finn, do you want to get pinned by me also?" And like, Madcap goes over there and becomes United States champion.
I think that they're slowly moving towards that. I think they're slowly moving towards ending the brand split with this, the unification of the main title. Now they're unifying the tag titles again. All right. So
is it happening?
Like they did in the past, they could still have the brand split, but the WWE champion is on both shows. Excuse me. The tag team champions are on both shows. They could very well do that. And then somewhere down the line, they could do the women's title because that's what they did as well. So like really the only titles that were back in like 2002 that were brand exclusive was the Intercontinental and the European. Well, now you have the Intercontinental in the United States. But I personally think that they are going to move away from the brand split. Unfortunately. Because I like the brand split when it's done right. But there's literally no point. They're doing it way too much now. As if they weren't before.
All right. Bloodline comes out next Friday on SmackDown. Do they have 2 more titles?
I don't see why you drag this out any longer. I think you do it Monday night and give it to them. I don't see why you drag it out to WrestleMania Backlash.
About a year, we've talked about this. We mentioned that even if it was in joking form or not, I don't even think it was. I know I remember saying it, that at some point they were going to have every single title on the freaking show. And we're going to be 2 titles away from it.
Yeah, but I mean, who's gonna win the?
What's next after you get the tag titles? Then, if you're going after titles, there's still 2 left. Do you continue with this storyline? I want Roman to like. They have to do something at some point where Roman pulls like Jimmy aside and he's like, "Yo, your wife has those women's tag titles. Fucking go get them." And he like looks at them all weird, like,
shit out of her.
Like, you serious, Oos? He just bring me the women's tag titles now.
I mean, like, I wouldn't mind seeing Naomi and Sasha in the bloodline. I mean, it would make sense.
Oh, that's how you do it. That's how you. Oh my God! So we just got to figure out how to get it off of what Ricochet and Finn Balor. We can do that.
Yeah,
Jimmy and Jay. Boom. They each, and then everyone has 2. Oh my God! Everyone has 2.
There you go. So, I mean,
if it happens, we're pulling this clip.
Yeah.
And I'm going to find that old clip where I said they're going to have all of them. Boom. One of my most favorite things of SmackDown, Xavier Woods. He literally with a tweet, the quick package roll up or whatever, it's the backwoods. And this is like, you tweeted about it last night. This is gonna somehow.
What's he calling it? The backwoods.
Backwoods.
Yeah, and it's a small package. He's gonna get it over so much, and it'll win him championships. Good Lord.
This is literally like, it reminds me of like a Jericho thing, like when Jericho would come up with like getting some stupid phrase over or something. Like, this is just. As soon as I read that tweet, I was like, oh my God. Like, the surprise roll up is now gonna, like, it gets made fun of when he does it. Because later on in the show, Liv Morgan, I'm pretty sure, used backwoods, and she got a win.
She used the cool backwoods though. Like, she got superplexed and then used the backwoods.
So there's so many variations of backwoods already.
So
we're seeing it in one show.
Much like the RKO, you can hit it out of nowhere.
We talked about Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre. All right. How about the Men in Red? Another debut. For a second, I thought I was watching Raw. I was like, where's our blue coats? Where's our blue jackets at? But they look amazing in red. Gunther and, oh my God, another man who is added to the list of my dudes.
Ludwig Kaiser?
Yes, let's go. Ludwig Kaiser.
Look.
Welcome to the family.
Right. So I want to say this right now, and I don't think I worded it very well on Twitter last night. So number one, this, of all the name changes, is like not as bad at all.
It's awesome.
I don't want to say it's the least bad one, because the least bad one is the one we got later in the night, like Raquel Gonzalez.
Oh my God, dude,
Raquel Rodriguez. Like, look, like, that's not a big deal. Like, whatever. And there's always reasons. Like, yeah, you might not like it, but there's always reasons. Trademark reasoning and whatnot. So there's that. But here's my big thing. All right. And maybe this makes sense. Maybe this doesn't. I'm going to take a shot and say that it does. Who, Toph, is your favorite movie character?
Favorite movie character?
Yeah, favorite movie character.
Oh, man.
Or name one.
I'm a MacGruber.
All right, MacGruber. The guy that plays MacGruber.
Will Forte. Great.
All right, Will Forte. Are you mad at him when he goes on to another movie and plays somebody not named MacGruber? Are you mad that he changed his role? Right.
No, he's
all
right. That's not a good example, because he was someone who was on Saturday Night Live. So, shit.
For me, all right. So, like, there's Will Ferrell. All right. My favorite movie character he's ever played was Ron Burgundy. But like, I don't get pissed off when
He's
he
not
goes
Ron Burt.
and plays fucking God, what the hell is his name from Talladega Nights or
Yeah,
Buddy
Ricky Bobby.
Bell, Ricky Bobby, you know. So I liken it to that. I mean, you have Pete Dunne on NXT. He left Pete Dunne. Now he's Butch on SmackDown.
Yeah, it's funny.
I'm not mad at
he
it.
didn't change his Twitter handle. I was just on his Twitter this morning. Everything says Pete Dunne, everything. When he tweets, he just puts the little like dash and then puts Butch. Like he has like a little ender to all of his tweets that just says Butch.
You know, so I mean, I'd think of it that way. And again, people are going to bitch and moan about name changes because, oh my God, they were this person for so long. Well, guess what? They're going to be this person now. So get the fuck over it. That's all. What does the name change have anything to do with their wrestling ability? Nothing, right? Again, I don't like Butch. I hate Butch. I'm not going to bitch about it and bitch and moan. I said one tweet, maybe two tweets, and then I let it go. That's it.
Ezekiel, Butch, Ludwig, just give them to me. Put them on a plate, and I'll eat it all up.
And again, WWE likes to own shit, so yeah, they're gonna change your name and own that name.
They like double R's too. Robert Roode, Rhea Ripley, Raquel Rodriguez. I mean, it's more, I guess, like marketable with the double letter. I don't know.
That. Yeah, that's very nice. I didn't notice that.
I just think it's funny. Like Gonzalez, it's like Gonzalez is like such a common last name. Just to switch it to another just super common last name.
Why not? Why not?
All right, but whatever works.
I don't mind at all. I think her name change was like the least damaging of all of them. You know, it's no big deal.
Yeah, it's just fun. It was just funny. It caught me off guard. I didn't catch it until like maybe it didn't register till like 15, 20 seconds later. I was like, oh yeah, that's that chick from the show that I really don't watch that much.
Yeah. The one thing I will say is like, why? I mean, again, this goes back to them wanting to own names, I guess. But like, just let them wrestle as their real names. You did it. You let them do it in NXT. Why not do it here? But again, they like to own trademarks and shit. So, you know, they have their shit. So also, maybe I'm not. You know what? Go ahead. I'm gonna do some research before I bring this point up.
That is fine. I want to. Oh man, this sucks. This is like your parents getting a divorce. I had to witness this week. We had happy talk. There's no guests because this is a conversation between.
Real quick, it's not like Hook is his real name. Everybody, just throwing it out there.
And that's true. It is not his real name.
Who's bitching?
Everyone's bitching.
And Taz is probably his real name either.
I seen his birth certificate. I think it says Taz. I don't know about the Z's though. I don't know how
his
many.
name's Peter.
I think there's 4 Z's.
Taz's name is Peter.
Peter Taz. Yep.
Peter Sinerichia.
Taz.
Yeah.
Obviously. All right. I obviously just don't like talking about this. Corbs isn't happy. Madcap got on the top of the ring during his match, and he was blaming him for his loss to Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania Night 1, while Madcap was still on his high of winning the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And just the entrance. I texted you while I was watching it and said, oh my God, this entrance is the best because we get like sad Corbin. We get a glimpse of sad Corbin. He walks out all dressed up. He's got the hat on. He's got everything going. But he's there by himself, and then just like it's like about 5 seconds when Madcap's part comes out, and Madcap just comes out super extra hyped, and it got me. I loved it. The sight of him just so pumped and doing like the jump into Corbin, and he's just a mess. He wants to hear a joke inside the ring. He tells one.
They were all so good.
Madcap lost was the one punchline. Tells another one, did not like it. And then he gives him like one more chance. Like, you got to tell me a joke. And then Madcap goes off. Tell you one about like treats their best friend like shit, wearing I mean, this is why I wore my shirt today, wearing Tommy Bahama shirts. And then the punchline was it was Corbin. And then we had a brawl. The breakup of Madcap and Happy Corbin. And we had Madcap Moss chants. It's literally like seeing a child be born. It's one of the I was so proud and excited. I'm like, fucking Riddick Moss, he's doing it. Paul Heyman he was on the Riddick Moss train when he was on Raw, and now we're getting it. They're on they're on the same show. He's probably still mentioning them. Like, let's Madcap.
What if Riddick Moss joins the Bloodline?
Oh, you stop it.
He's not blood though.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to.
But neither is Tim. Yeah.
Regardless, I've loved this whole storyline with Corbin. It's sad to see them go. I think it is time for them to go their separate ways.
Probably should happen a little bit
to see what they do with Madcap, because I think he's got literally so much charisma. He's made this gimmick work. And I don't think I think the crowd was genuinely behind him, because again, everyone hates Corbin. Corbin fucking rules. But I'm interested to see what they do with Madcap if he continues with this gimmick. I'm interested to see what they do with Corbin. Where's he go now? Are we doing sad Corbin? Are we getting the lone wolf? What are we doing with Corbin now? So I'm very interested to see where this goes.
Yeah, me too. I thought it was last night. I thought it was gonna end with Corbin like kind of standing tall and stuff. And I was thinking, all right, this is it. He won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and now he's going downhill. But I was very happy to see how it ended. So
I was very happy. I was like, wow, he's standing up tall at the end of all this.
Maybe there's hope.
He was tall. He almost hit him with the rails. I felt like sometimes Corbin was going to get hit because Madcap is so strong.
Yeah. But yeah, I was very happy. I'm very excited to see where it goes. Hopefully somewhere. And as much as I just defended the name changes, I'm hoping we go back to Riddick Moss.
I feel like that could. That's what I mean. I feel like I don't know how long you can do like I feel like that was them. That was that he got brought into that gimmick. So it's like now with him, I don't know if do we want to see like a goofy, or we want to see more. I don't know. I want to see Goofy, but maybe
normally, if you go on the WWE website and look up the roster, sometimes they spoil it and have their name already changed before they debut them as a different name.
Is he Madcap?
I don't know.
I think they love the one name. Maybe he's not going to be Madcap Moss anymore. He might just be.
Maybe just be Madcap.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate that actually if they did that, but he's always going to be Riddick Moss to me. Riddick. Oh my god, dude! Shanky sighting. I thought Shanky was getting an IC. I thought Jinder was talking about Shanky.
I missed this segment, so please explain it to me.
All right, Jinder was talking to Adam Pearce, trying to get like a match. It ends with them getting interrupted with Ronda Rousey asking about her I Quit match, and he's like, "I'll let you know tomorrow," something like that. But it began with Jinder wanting a title match, Ricochet. But I thought originally, because Shanky was right there, and Shanky's awesome. He's definitely on my list. He's the best. So is Jinder. But Shanky's awesome. I'm thinking about doing a Twitch of Shanky in like a career mode. That's great. It's riveting. But anyway, Jinder's going to get an IC title match. I think it's happening next week. I think you said it too. I think Jinder's winning the IC title.
I think Jinder's going to absolutely win the IC title.
Yeah, this is what we do to our number 2 babyface, Ricochet. Get out of here.
I mean, much like Finn, he was booked fucking awful. So, yeah, I think I think Ricochet definitely loses to Jinder.
Oh my god, dude! All right, so Jinder wins it, and then Shanky turns on him, and Shanky is our new IC champion.
I just don't think that happens yet.
That definitely doesn't happen. But come on, that's what I would do if I had the pen in my hand. Shanky, give us Shanky.
I'd be very curious to see the pen in your hand for all of these shows.
Oh my god, it would be fantastic. Madcap would definitely give Roman his first loss. That's just one of many things.
I feel like though, like you would just be writing the show for me because I feel like I'd be the only one to get what you're trying to do. And I'd just be sitting on the couch just enjoying it, and everybody else is like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah, just
as if they're not already doing that.
Just sub out the Usos, Paul Heyman, Roman Reigns, and just put Madcap there. Leave all the titles there. and that's just part of a little bit of a spoiler of what I would do. Lacey Evans is going to be returned soon enough. We have video package.
Loved it.
Different from being the Southern Belle. All of a sudden now struggling.
Get away from Southern Belle, racist woman. Yes, get away from her. Because that shit was awful.
Strong lady.
Give me
the struggling
I'm
Marine.
Kicking your ass. I'm a Marine. I would beat John Cena's ass. Lacey Evans. Give her the next Marine movie. Give her everything. I'm all about Lacey Evans right now. Super pumped about it. And I even I don't know. Maybe this is what they were doing, but I got like emotional watching her little vignette, I guess you would call it. It was very
great vignettes.
Very good. Loved it.
She better still have the fantastic theme music that she comes out to.
I don't think so.
Or
maybe
it's a banger.
Maybe there's a different. You got it down. Maybe there's a different iteration of that music.
It's so good. You know who else was also Lana? Lana's was awesome too.
I don't remember Lana's.
It was just like
it's vaguely there. It's vaguely there.
I don't want to fall into any nonsense. We talked about Roman. We talked about all that nonsense as well. There's one thing I left out about that happened in the shows this week, which it will be my jabroni of the week. I might even show the little clip that I made on Twitter about it because it was pretty upsetting to me. Before we hop into the Twitterverse for a few minutes, because this might be a little bit longer of an episode because we're doing some things and stuff. Should we talk about we want to talk about AEW, but first we need to talk about, it's the first thing in the title of this episode. We're talking about almost an hour into it. Robots are taking over.
yeah, they're. Hey man, I don't know what's going on there.
Tony Khan thinks there's robots, and then this is Becky Lynch tweeted out the exact same thing Tony Khan tweeted and just edited it with like people who don't like Becky, and she's fantastic. It was a great. I've not been a Becky fan for a while since his return.
That's what I was curious about. Recent reintroduction, I guess you would say.
She's back. It was me. I said it. She's back. I'm on Team Pax. Give her the title. Take it right back off of Bianca.
I'm just trying to get to this fucking tweet.
We must protect her. I should probably pull it up.
I have it. All right. Before I even wanted to pass judgment on the tweet, I wanted to at least ask people that were in my immediate view what their thoughts.
I was gonna say, were you on Twitter like robots?
No, not on Twitter. Real
humans?
My wife was right next to me, so I was like, "Hey, I want your thoughts on something." And I read her tweet, and I was like, "Do you really think there are accounts or companies that tweet negative shit about other companies and get paid for it?" She thinks absolutely.
I do agree with her. I do think that is a thing.
And I guess I never thought about it like that. But I mean, I don't know. So again, I'm trying to play devil's advocate here, if you don't mind.
I love it.
Is there, and I'm genuinely asking, is there a difference between what WCW did with Monday Night Raw, trashing them and giving away their shit, and WWE potentially paying accounts to trash AEW.
Is one's done secretively and
Okay.
one's done out in the open?
That's good. That's a good point. I mean, what are your thoughts on it? Because, like, I mean, if I were Tony, I probably would have waited for physical proof of it, like maybe the actual study in hand. I don't know if that was ever produced. And if there are bots doing that, then some of those bots are kind of spot on.
Yeah,
some of those bots are pretty smart.
I saw a tweet of it was a side by side what Vince McMahon said about negativity online on Pat. It was a quote from his Pat McAfee appearance where he said like kind of like you have to see critiques and the negative ones you kind of like you can't let them almost you kind of like have to ignore the negative ones. And then it was like Tony Khan's like people are going to say negative things about everything. No matter what, you're not going to have a consensus for the most part and this is the easiest argument. So there's going to be, and there's wrestling fans are crazy. There's obviously people in WWE who have burner accounts that rip AEW and 100% the other way around. It's definitely a two-way street. I don't do that. I have no interest in it.
So you're saying it's basically like the nature of the business?
I feel like on Twitter, yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many of those something number names and with the pictures of their it's
because he sounded like he was on the funky dust yesterday afternoon. Like I'm just enjoying my Friday afternoon, and he tweets that out.
I want to tweet about it. He's tweeted in the past. He tweets. There's things I agree with, and there's things controversial that I agree with, and then there's things that I was just like, this is something I would probably have just been a thought in my head and been like,
Right. So I mean, whatever. Hey, look, you keep on putting on your show, and you keep on having bangers like you did apparently last night. Then
fantastic.
Go for it. But I mean, I would just, if I were him, I'd kind of just, take it down a notch. That's all.
All right, let's run through a little AEW.
Sure.
We had Dynamite kicked off at Adam Cole and Christian.
It did.
You can't.
I wish Christian would wrestle more. I mean, I know he probably is limited, maybe, but I wish we see him wrestle more. You don't think he's limited? You think they're just keeping them all out of the ring?
He outworks everyone. I don't know. I feel like they're building up with this inevitable Jurassic Express breakup and feud. I don't know who he's feuding. I guess it's him versus Luchasaurus.
Yeah, but he would need. I feel like he would need a partner.
Oh, maybe. Oh my God, maybe it's Old Edge.
Like 5 second pose Edge.
Oh my God, Forbidden Door.
Whoa, Door forbiddenly broken.
He plays two different characters. He's a bad character, and then he comes over here and he's 5 second pose.
Amazing.
Book it.
Fantastic.
Of course, Adam Cole ends up getting the victory, which brings out Hangman, and we're setting up another. We had one recently against Lance Archer, I believe, but we're having a Texas death match, not on Dynamite, but on Rampage next week.
It's almost as if they're trying to give their B show a little bit of juice.
Tony Khan's been saying he was talking. I think I was watching his interview with Brandon Walker on Wrestling. He was saying how he's trying to focus it again more on putting on this big, huge matches on Rampage still. And again, Wheeler Yuta Moxley last night was really good. Paradigm Shift getting kicked out of that excessively. I mean, maybe not needed as much, but I mean, it did help telling the story where inevitably he just had to choke out Wheeler.
Now, did he officially join the Blackpool Combat Club?
Yeah, he put the initials on his chest with his own blood, and she shook hands with Regal, and Moxley just kept his eyes were bugged out the whole time afterwards, just yo, this motherfucker is tough, and it's in his Twitter bio already. So,
there you go.
He's a member. He's in.
So no more best friends?
That was kind of, I mean, there's.
Was that a given?
He's telling Chuck, like, hey, he still lives like with Chuck, and Trent called him a scumbag. So there's.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, he popped up with the best friends while Trent wasn't there, and now he's left them in the dust. He's a primetime player now.
Good for him. Good for him.
Not of the Titus and Darren Young. Not those primetime players. Different primetime players.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, no, I didn't even make that connection. No, you're good,
dude. We had like a bunch of in between the Rampage and Dynamite. We had Owen Hart qualifier matches, dude. This is just
all right.
Pre-tournament.
March 30th, the first women's qualifier happened. All right, now we are at April 8th. The men's qualifier tournament started.
We had it. Yeah, we had.
No, everybody can know where we're at.
Wait, when did that happen? Samoa Joe beat Max Caster, right?
Correct. Yes, correct.
So, and then there was another one. Was Sheeta beat Julia Hart? So there were the two we had on.
We're zipping through the women's one. Okay,
we'll move it ahead. I'm pretty sure Red Velvet beat Willow on Rampage. So that was another one they did.
Yeah.
Just continue. I mean, the Jericho Appreciation Society. We continue that. Like Eddie Kingston, Santana Ortiz chased them out, threw a TV at them. We're continuing the build up of that.
Yeah, I'd say that's good stuff. And then the FTR Young Bucks match. Look, you know me. Hate the fucking Young Bucks. But I will give their credit where credit's due. Thoroughly entertained by this match. Thoroughly.
It was good.
I enjoyed it.
And again, it's FTR. FTR's in this amazing run, and with the Bucks, I mean, that's it. I mean, FTR is just on this unreal run right now. So I mean, the Bucks get a lot of praise all the time, but I really feel like it's just
unnecessary praise.
No.
Unnecessary. FTR was shaving backs like 2 years ago.
But before shaving backs, they were so good at NXT, dude. They put on my most favorite tag team matches.
They're the best.
But yeah, so they retain their AAA and ROH tag team titles, both on the line in that match, and that was just a banger. They started off with a banger, closed out with a banger. What else happened? They were building up Warlow still, beating up security. Security's terrible.
Like they need new ones, and that's MJF's like personal security, or is that the arena security?
That's Tony got asked about that on what I was listening to, and I think they were trying to. Brandon Walker was trying to like get him to like, but Tony kept with his story. He's like, hey, it's just got to get more security. It's changes from time to time. I don't know how these people are getting in the building somehow. But
I gotta appreciate him trying to like not break kayfabe. I really do. I appreciate that. As somebody who has always been more involved, who has always been more interested in the story rather than the wrestling, I appreciate him doing that. I really do. I think it should be done a lot more because even though I know
season,
I appreciate that stuff. I will say that for him.
Jose popped in.
Of course he did.
Got a new name up here. Who do you think Roman Reigns will be facing at SmackDown's next pay-per-view? Well,
Nakamura.
Yeah,
right?
You might have just missed. You might have came in late too. We were talking about it. It's going to be Shinsuke Nakamura. It looks like.
I think it's Shinsuke. Yeah, I think it's Shinsuke.
So, but as currently right now, we're breezing through some AE dubs. We had Trent take on Bryan Danielson on Rampage, and then your boy you already mentioned, Hook.
What'd he do?
He had a little quick backstage segment.
Oh,
they were trying to get a word out of him. He had his headphones in. He was eating some chips.
Yeah. He was eating chips.
Got up, getting ready he threw his chips out, and then Danhausen popped out for a little cursing.
How are you enjoying Danhausen's little beef with Hook.
I like that. I like that they didn't bring him in immediately when he was hurt. I like how he was like, they waited to bring him in because I felt like this with him not wrestling or whatever. I don't know if this. What is this? Is this leading to his first match back being with Hook? And do all of these curses, these evil curses that he's bestowing upon Hook, do they finally all come together and help him defeat Hook? Oh God.
Are you gonna is that what we're gonna do? Like, are you gonna
I have no idea.
They're
like BTE skits right now. I feel like
yeah.
That's what it was real quick last night. It was like a quick 30-second BTE skit.
I'm just,
Oh, it was great down.
One
of my favorite. One of my probably like besides Mox and Yuta. Ethan Page this week. Promo on Rampage with Dan Lambert.
Okay.
With Sammy and Tay.
Yeah.
Was awesome. He's so good. Just saying that they are just like a PR nightmare and they're terrible. And he says that he said this one thing, his daughter, he's like, I'm talking to you, Gabrielle, or something. I know you're at home and you're in bed sleeping right now, but I'm a good ass father. He's like, but please, when you grow up, don't grow up to be like Tay Conti. Oh, it's just, the promo was fantastic. If you're watching or listening right now and you didn't get to see it, go check it out. But yeah, that was probably one of the shining things of Rampage as well.
Yeah, so like the Sammy Tay Conti stuff, man, like you'd think like he'd probably learn from what he did with his ex. Get engaged on TV and it didn't work out, and now you're being all, I don't know if this is the honeymoon phase of a relationship, essentially, but like Paige is kind of right. It's kind of making great points.
Yeah, that's why it just seems so real. It's like, yo, everything he's saying is very true. I could see one morning when I go on Twitter, there's going to be a leak.
Beefing on Twitter.
There's just going to be some leak out there or something, and you're going to be like, oh no, here we go.
Nash Carter, Kimberly type of shit.
Someone's cloud got hacked.
Absolutely. Yes. Did we talk about this tables match?
Oh my God, yeah. I don't even think I wrote that down too. Yeah. But yeah, the Butcher and the Blade versus the Hardys in a elimination tables match. Yeah,
so I guess well, I mean, you would know more than I would because I didn't understand a goddamn thing about this table match. I guess they failed to establish the rules, which they do need to clarify if it's an elimination or if it's not an elimination for me to not be confused. So apparently it was elimination. And then Jeff Hardy, and maybe I missed this, I don't know, but like I didn't see him get eliminated. So I just
eliminated.
I just assumed he got eliminated on picture in picture, like while they were in commercial and had the little box. But apparently he got eliminated, and then he makes the final elimination.
Wrong time. Yeah. It was all I know is that I know the Hardys won.
Yeah, they won. But like,
and that they're building up the Hardys. But I feel again right now it goes back to FTR is the hottest tag team right now. I mean,
no one's beating FTR. No one can beat FTR.
Like they're doing this rise up with the Young Bucks, but like right now it's just like, oh no, just we want FTR. Just give us FTR. FTR wrestling all the time. Wrestle everybody.
Yeah, nobody's beating FTR, and it's if that's what they're building towards, if that's what you better not have the Hardys beat FTR.
Yeah, and they're not even. That's crazy. FTR's not even tag champs.
What are they? Oh, they're the ROH tag champs, aren't they?
And AAA.
AAA.
Just not AEW. But we have ROH and stuff now, and that's gonna be
a lot. Like I feel like they're gonna like unify all that shit eventually, right? Or no?
They're gonna be separate shows. Like I think he was talking like. I don't know if ROH is going to be weekly, and it seems like they're going to the people who are. I don't know if he's going to treat like more of like a developmental kind of like a ROH is going to have a lot more. We'll see. but he has a plan.
will
He's got a plan. Before we do jaBROni of the week, let's get on Twitter here for a few minutes. We've been going a little bit longer, but oh my god, you're not gonna like the first thing that's up on my.
I don't want to see it.
Right,
well, my Twitter sucks right now because it's all about Dwayne Haskins, and he's like, he died. So,
that's right when I scrolled down. That was a terrible story. Right when I signed in the Twitter right before we started.
Yeah. So like my shit is flooded with that kind of crap.
All right.
Are we like calling people out?
We can do whatever the hell we want. It's a Twitter scroll. You gotta come up with something more creative for. All right, what am I gonna share here? Let's share.
I see that Cody Rhodes theme song just passed 1 million streams on Spotify for 2022. Not that one.
Ah, shit.
Downstate. Who make bangers, by the way. I was fucking around with Downstate.
Oh crap. All right, I'm gonna do it in 1 second. I forgot. I have my Twitter pulled up on Safari, and I'm not supposed to. It's supposed to be in Chrome. What am I doing?
I don't know.
Is he gonna make me sign in again? I don't want to. It's me.
FTR is also really good on Twitter, or at least Dax is. I like Dax.
You gotta love them all. All right, I swear it's gonna happen. I'm just signing in. Luckily, I know my passwords. There we go. We're in. Bang. MJF 52 seconds ago. All right, that's probably the first thing we're gonna say. Now let's do it.
Do I not follow MJF? I feel like... What's the big guy doing?
What, Ryback?
Yeah. He did 48 minutes ago, he tweeted him messing up a power bomb on SmackDown.
Who did? Ryback?
Yeah. It looks like it was against Jay Lethal, too. Oh my god. That definitely is Jay Lethal. No, it's not. Yes, it is. I don't know.
All right. We're scrolling.
I'm sorry.
All right. MJF, about a minute ago. Yuta is mid, by the way.
Interesting. Look, I mean, he had one banger of a match. Maybe he's mid, maybe he's not. Right. You really got to get with dark mode too. This is a disgrace looking at your screen right now.
Do you really want me to do that?
I mean, like, it's easy on the eyes.
Well, it's because... Is it because I'm on a desktop?
I don't know if you can do it on a desktop, but... No, I'm fucking doing it right now. Fucking...
How do you change your...
I don't know. Display? Accessibility, display, and languages? Display?
Display. We got it.
And then, like...
Lights out.
Yeah, there it is.
All right.
That's so much better. I feel like I don't gotta squint anymore.
I'm sorry. I don't know these things.
It's so much nicer. Oh my god, I love your Twitter now.
Dude, it's so great.
It's
all right,
so
I see MB.
Best Twitter ever.
Dude, we don't know what's going to be coming up here, so we kind of just
you're scroll. Yeah, I see what I'm saying. That scared the shit out of me. You know,
I don't mean
that's Bilbo. That's Bilbo.
They're turning on him.
Should have stayed, but they're turning on him already.
Not Cody in the center. People are complaining about. I was complaining about Ray being on it, and then you were like, "Yo, he's like on the cover of the game," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I've completely."
Wait, who are they trashing?
Should we click on it? Oh yeah, there's downvotes now. We can downvote people.
I don't know what a downvote is.
Got it. We can tell people that they're.
Why is Bianca not the center with her title? Cody Rhodes carried Daisy Rat. What?
Oh my god!
Oh my lord! No.
Oh, Cody.
That's not a good. Oh. Jesus, God forbid.
All right. What?
Piece of trash.
The Cody payola is starting to piss me off with an Natalia gif. It feels forced. He just doesn't feel like a main eventer to me. He's a tier below Finn, KO, Miz group. If not, what? Cody messing it up.
I don't understand the big deal. I don't understand the big deal.
Get it either.
What is the issue?
Who's the top babyface on Raw?
Cody.
Yeah, all right. There you go. Who else was it before Cody?
I don't even pay attention to these banners. I couldn't tell you. I'm assuming it was like fucking AJ, maybe.
He was like a heel with Omos for yeah, see, it's like, was it Edge before he?
Maybe, but Edge is still on there.
All right. See, these are the things.
These are the issues that we have.
Oh, this was awesome. Did you see this?
Oh, yeah. First off, what a veteran move not taking your helmet off.
Great.
You're smart as shit. And then you're going to throw punches. You are, I mean, it's a bitch move, but you're smart as fuck.
He got 3 in. He got 3 in.
Yeah. I love the official. I love the official in the beginning. In the white there. He's I'm pointing at it like people can see where my finger's pointing at. But like he watches like the first 2 land before stepping in there. Like this guy right here, he knows something's about to happen. He's not putting his hands in, nothing like that. And then boom, boom. Oh no, hey, oh. Fucking great officiating, sir.
And again, for audio, if you're listening, I mean, we're trying to make it, but this is what Twitter Scroll is going to be. You don't know, we can get New Balances, Tyrese Maxey.
Oh, is that official?
Oh my God, we got a poster for it.
It's official.
I Quit match. They told us we were going to find out on Saturday, even though there was no TV shows going on. So we found out.
We found out on Saturday,
and they're at May 8th. So we got a month. We got a month.
Ugh. Let's just hope there's no zombies.
Okay, let's see here. We got some golf stuff. We got your boys.
Where we at? Man, I was excited. Would have been 5 at the Tokyo Dome. Yeah. I don't understand
that reference. Scrolling. I should just go into my. Let's do.
What's up with the Miz? How come people are fucking mad at the Miz?
Is he trending?
No, he's not trending. But let's see.
Should I type his name in the search box?
Yeah, do that. That'll make it easier. I just remember us talking about how like
Miz. Oh, all the Miz stuff. Yeah, we were saying because everyone's ripping Cody because his match on Raw, his first match on Raw in over 6 years is against the Miz. And it's like, dude, what the fuck do you want this guy to do? Like, the Miz is one of their big heels. Like, yeah, Cody's going to come out and be like, what do you want him to do? You instantly want him to come out and win the title that doesn't exist on the show?
Right. Yeah, that doesn't make much sense.
It's like people are just like, and then they're comparing it to like Samoa Joe and Suzuki. Yeah, they have the capability of putting that match on where like it's not comparable. They're doing 2 different things. Like who the fuck do you want Cody to wrestle on Raw right now? Like immediately.
Yeah. I think those people are fucking dumb. Like Jack Cassidy is dumb right there. Just like why is it funny?
Like Samoa Joe and Suzuki on Dynamite is going to be awesome.
Sure.
Cody Rhodes versus The Miz is going to be awesome.
I'm more intrigued by Cody Rhodes versus The Miz, but again, I'm more towards the entertainment side than the wrestling side, and I'm assuming Samoa Joe and Suzuki will be a great wrestling match. Whoop-de-doo. Mainstream, it's Cody Rhodes versus The Miz.
I mean, you don't need to establish Bryan Danielson on he could wrestle anybody, and it would. Thanks, Fightful.
You know who's really, really excellent at Twitter? Marcus Bagwell, Buff the Stuff.
Buff Bagwell. I follow.
Great on
the jaBROnis handle definitely follows Buff the Stuff.
Love Buff the Stuff Bagwell. He's very, very fantastic. We didn't talk about me getting the speaking of the Cody family, I got the rub.
We're going to go to this. Last one here, but this is mostly people who are I'm getting Samoa Joe versus Suzuki and you're getting Cody versus The Miz. We're not the same.
Eve, no one wants to be like you. Shut up.
These are the things and everyone just has this. You'll see this top one, the Samoa Joe joins. Oh my God, there's new shitty takes now. But you'll see that take. It's just everywhere. Like the exact same thing, just reworded over and over again throughout. If you just keep scrolling down here. All right, let's get out of Miz. Yeah.
I love how Madcap Moss is your recently searched.
All right, we're scrolling down to.
Whoa, was that Kyle Schwarber? Whoa, crazy.
Kyle Schwarber, dude, lead off over.
Oozing confidence.
Champ. She's champ. All right. When did this happen? Where are we at? Did I go past
it happened Friday, I felt like. No, it happened Thursday. No, it happened Friday.
It's right here, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. 2 likes. I got. Oh yeah. Got that. Got the Runnels rub. I'm big fan. I'm big time friends with Cody and Dustin and Terry. Even I'm pretty Dakota. Obviously, me and her go way back. I don't know if y'all know this, but
this is pretty fucking serious.
It is pretty serious. I'm basically Stardust. Now that the gimmick is over, I am now taking it, and I am
champ. Beautiful champ.
I'm very impressed. That belt, let me tell you about that belt. That is not light, okay? That is a very heavy thing for a 2-year-old. So I am impressed that she was able to get that up there. I did not place it on her shoulder.
Fantastic. She held it.
She is a very strong person. And yes, I did tweet this.
The funky dust.
The funky. I intend. Oh, there's another one. This one is fucking wild. That.
I didn't see that yet. We're gonna play that and turn it up.
That clip is wild.
I hope we. Yeah. Let's do this. We talked about Tony Khan's tweet. All right. Let's get back here. Can you hear this?
Martin Scorsese has 9 Oscar nominations for directing, but his only win was for what movie?
Horrible with films. I'm gonna have to guess and say 8 Mile.
The correct answer is The Departed. He won the Oscar in 2006.
I don't know.
Alex?
If
Martin
Scorsese
has 9 Oscar nominations
did 8 Mile, that thing would have been so much better than what it was, and it was a good movie.
It's good to know.
Good to know.
Good to know. Everyone's doing bumps.
Like, does he just not know Eminem? Like, I feel like anybody who's remotely a fan of Eminem watched 8 Mile.
Yeah, this was the best. This was going to be our cover art for the episode preview. I was just going to throw our logo on over it. Just be like, coming up soon. Coming up at noon, the jaBROnis.
Yeah, that was a good one. That's a good one.
Lead off Homer from Schwarber, and I'm lighting my apartment on fire.
Look, I can't obviously I can't take credit for these. That's why I retweet them. But they're just these guys do work. And that hammered one, that absolutely hammered one, that's a new one that I feel like just popped up on my feed as soon as the Phillies started. So kudos shout out to that one.
I tweeted something about Bex, and then I saw I looked over and saw I put like hashtag big time Bex, and I saw you tweeting like the man, not big times Bex. I was like, wow, I just tweeted a hashtag. That
Yeah,
you
no,
were
she's the man. All right, fuck Ric Flair.
against.
Fuck Ric Flair. All right, she's the man.
All right, I want to go to. All right, let's. Is it ours? How do we get to ours? Let's go to ours. Do I go to?
What are you
go to our page?
The jaBROnis?
Yeah, I want to go to ours. Like what our tweets and stuff.
Okay, I'm at our tweets.
Like, I want to go to it.
What are you trying to go to? Just search.
There it is. That's all. I just wanted to get to ours. This is Inception.
Yeah, that's so crazy. Whoa.
Us looking at us. This is fantastic. All right. Did you see this? This does look like he's doing stand-up, and he's not singing a song right now.
Oh, I didn't see this. He's singing?
He's singing, like, yeah, so we'll...
Takes a fool and lose twice. Start all over again.
That's so funny. That's so weird.
Oh, wow.
It does look like he's doing stand-up. And he's funny, too. That's crazy.
Oh, my God. This is great. We have to watch it, because I said sometimes Tony tweets things. We have Swole. We have a Swole match.
I saw
beneath
this.
the legs coming through, trying to go for the cutter.
She might have caught her, though. She might have caught her. Let me see.
Slow scouting that out. And notice there, Swole made sure she had control of Tasha before she sent her. She wanted to be the one to send her so that she could go ahead and mount this offense. 3 big chest checks, and now she's on top of it.
This is wrestling. This is wrestling.
So here's the thing.
No, she is winded.
Slide through beneath the legs,
Okay.
coming through, trying to go for the cutter.
Might have caught
So,
her, though. She might have caught her.
Obviously, all right. So, like, yeah, that was not great. And I've never seen Big Swole wrestle, so you know that was my first experience.
Yeah, and that's just. Oh, wow, this is great.
I don't know if that was a bad night or if she's just that. If she's bad, but still, Tony should probably not. Like, if you want to say that to her privately, okay. Don't make a thing of it on Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
Or don't say, you could professionally respond on Twitter, but don't, like, because it looks bad and people are going to take it the wrong way, like they did.
Did this tweet that I had, you enjoyed it. This is a tweet that I swear to God, this tweet's going to get tweeted by somebody and it's going to get like an insane amount. I'm going to vanity search this tweet because it's going to get stolen from me.
Oh, baby.
Did you ever see Together?
No.
Oh my God. This is...
Like I just don't care. And I rub one out, baby.
So this is like a joke band in the joke movie Together, which was on MTV in the 2000s. So it was like a joke within a joke. But they had the whole thing. They had like the MTV news break with like John Norris, like back in the day. This started the movie off.
John Norris here with an MTV News brief. Well, the hottest musical act on the planet, the boy band Whoa, tonight kick off their first nationwide tour at the Fleet Center in Boston.
Yo, their names are hilarious.
We're So Hot continues to hover at the top of the Billboard charts for a staggering 16th consecutive week. That thanks largely to their #1 single, Rub One Out.
This is the greatest movie. Their names coming up are the best. This is why we're playing it.
In related news, the automotive giant Steinmetz International, which recently bought out Whoa's label Stuff Records, today announced a new line of personal hygiene products inspired by the lives of Whoa's members.
One of their names is like Christopher Chris. One of them's like RC something.
Kelly Mize, Christopher Chris Boone, Ryan Suarez, Danny Keating, and RC Collins.
RC Collins.
Proceeds to Whoa's Foundation for World Peace.
Christopher Chris Boone, RC Collins. I wish it was real. I gotta watch the Together movie. It's on YouTube. Everyone go on YouTube and find it. Ridiculous. Is it Butch? This is you. This is you. Yes, Butch.
This was good.
More not kiss excellence, and nobody can hang with my stuff. I'm just a big hairy American winning machine. You ain't first, you're last.
Dude, I fucking love that shit. Like it's hard. Like it is hard if you're an actor. I feel like to have one movie that is as quotable as Talladega Nights, but that man Will Ferrell has like at least off the top of my head 2 quotable movies, and there's probably a lot more. A Night at the Roxbury, another one quotable movie. I think that whole story with Emilio Estevez. I feel like I used to be able to recite that verbatim.
All right. I feel like since I'm here and this involves my jabroni of the week, maybe I should do it. Yeah, because I'm here, and I also feel like we should do a weekly just show where we just kind of scroll Twitter and bullshit and look at people's terrible takes on top of the jabroni. We'll do jabroni's its own thing, and then we do a jabroni scroll or something. We need a cool name. Someone give us a cool name, something creative. Like Renee's doing a new cooking show, and then Matt Cardona was like Renee Cafe, and she was like, you know what, kind of like that.
Renee Cafe, it works.
It rolls off the tongue. All right, so I'm gonna go to my tweets. I guess I got to go back and we got to do this. Jabroni of the week.
Johnny Cena went to town riding on a pony. Rock stuck a feather up his ass and called him a jabroni.
All right, jabroni of the week. Oh my God, it's Cody. One, this should be a jabroni of the week because I keep asking about season 3 of Cody Knows Best. I asked Denise, she didn't ask. And now the bump, they didn't ask. They just asked stupid questions. This was funny. Another great tweet by me. And then we did the whole.
The Blade and the Bunny.
Because they look the same.
Those 3 B's don't stand for.
No, that was solid tweeting on your part. I enjoyed that.
I made this collage of our boy Veer.
Nice.
Dude, it took me like 2 minutes.
Yeah, see, like none of those. He showed up like none of those.
He looked like none of those. I mean, the closest is probably this one.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh my God. So happy there, it looks like. Where's my tweet at? Where's my video? Here it is.
Fuck your tweet.
All right. There's music here. Play when there's not music playing. There are themes here. But
I don't know. We've kind of feel like we've played a lot of music.
Real quick clips. That's all. You could play little. It have to be like under 5 seconds. There's certain rules with YouTube. You have to keep like kind of commenting over it and. Yeah, so we have this championship contenders match. So here we go. We got the champs coming out. Woohoo. Exciting. Yes. Championship contenders match, of course. If Rhea and Liv get the win, then they will get a title shot, which is so idiotic. I love that they brought it back. So we got it. We got it coming up here. The match is happening. It's on. We're not tag champs. I'm going. And Liv's like, dude, WTF? What the hell's going on? I thought we've been like long friends. Now, come on here. What are we doing here? Let's stop all this nonsense. Let's stop. Let's get back to this. I'm here now. No. What's the point of bringing back this stupid championship contenders match? And then you lose the match, and then you just go have a conversation, you get the match next week? Why is this division such a joke? We put the belts on someone who's relevant, people we like, Sasha, Naomi, but everyone else is just super glued and pasted together. They're not really teams. Again, There's no backstory. Liv and Rhea, they weren't like 2 months ago. She was tagging with a fucking person who thought she was a superhero.
Right.
What are we doing here? I don't even know who's Jabroni of the week. Is it championship contender matches? Is it Adam Pearce?
No, the championship contender matches,
no. What about this? What about this crazy idea that we have a number 1 contender and a number 2 contender, and they wrestle each other, and whoever wins, holy shit, they're the number 1 contender. It's not that hard. They literally mentioned on SmackDown the other night about records meaning nothing. It's a reset. It's a season premiere.
Oh, come on. I mean, that was New Day and their antics.
But it's just like they're trying. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Can we? You go on with your jabroni of the week. It's so stupid to me. Like, it makes no sense. I want to care about your titles that have like 5 teams in the division, but it seems like you don't want us to. And okay, don't waste like a bunch of segments with this nonsense if it means nothing.
My jabroni of the week. Actually, I mean, honestly, the Twitter thing kind of ruined it all, because
we got to keep them separated from now on.
Like, we talked about my jabroni of the week, and it's like, I already said what I had to say about my jabroni of the week. So my jabroni of the week are all the people who apparently think the Miz is just fucking awful at his job.
Give it to him again.
Like if I'm like somebody who doesn't watch this shit, right? And you tell me, like that one person who said Samoa Joe versus Suzuki, you're getting the Miz versus Cody. If I'm this guy that is just never watched or have watched very little of this shit, pretty sure I'm gonna go towards the Miz and Samoa Joe, because I know who the Miz is, and I know the Miz and Cody Rhodes. I know who the Miz is. I know who Cody Rhodes is. I don't fucking know who Samoa Joe is. He hasn't been on TV in months. I don't know who this Suzuki guy is. I mean, I'm not from Japan. So, really, like, again, it all goes back to, can't we just fucking enjoy the shit? Can't we just go back to they shouldn't be compared because they're 2 different things?
No, you got to keep saying why one is better than the other, because then if not,
it's stupid. AEW has better wrestling. WWE is more entertaining. Why? Because WWE is sports entertainment. AEW is wrestling. That's all it is. End of a discussion. There's no discussion. In fact, I changed my jabroni of the week. Not only are the ones dissing the Miz, but it's also just, oh God, it's the people on Twitter. God damn it, dude.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's fucking gross. AEW has become like the worst thing ever now, because these people are so fucking entitled, I guess. And now they have this whole nother wrestling promotion, and it's like, fucking shut up. Enjoy it. God damn it. If you like AEW so much, why are you worried about what the fuck WWE is doing anyway? Stop watching it. Oh, wait, you're not going to stop watching it because it's WWE. And it's way more popular than AEW and more entertaining than AEW. I haven't watched Rampage in a fucking year. It hasn't even been on for a year. I watch 1 hour of Dynamite a week probably because I can't watch the rest of it. Now, that's just me, but I'm not sitting here bashing all the wrestling fans or the sports entertainment fans. No, I'm not bashing the wrestling fans. You like what you like. Fuck. The only reason I'm bashing is because you won't shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Oh my God.
Johnny Cena went to town riding on a pony. Rock stuck a feather up his ass and called him a jabroni.
Oh my. That was.
And everyone's having a circle jerk over the Hook guy. Fucking fuck Hook. Hook would get annihilated by everybody in WWE. Fuck off. With your red rum. I don't want fuck Hook. He's in there too.
Yeah.
Enjoy what you enjoy, people. Enjoy what you fucking enjoy. That's that.
You know what I used to enjoy? Stuff like this.
Sometimes this guy comes in handy, especially when he keeps me happy by telling them jokes. Tell him a joke. Give him a joke. Come on, get right now.
One? How about three? I got 2 short ones and a long one.
Okay, let
Ready?
me hear it. Yeah.
Joke.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Oh my God.
You know, we can't get rid of it now. We can't get rid of it now. Can't get rid of it. Can't get rid of it.
It's so sad.
We're going to be able to sell that as an NFT in the future because it's never going to happen again.
I somehow want to. I know no one's done it, but I want to. I want to do like a super cut of all of Madcap's jokes. One, if I do the work for that and put it out there, I'm sure it'll get crazy views on YouTube. We should put it out under the Body Slam one. Oh my God, this is an idea. It's gonna be our first body slam video joke montage. Cass, we're about to drive a bunch of views to Body Slam. I just have a lot of going through SmackDown to do. So many jokes.
So somebody just put this on Twitter that El Jefe actually liked the tweet. The guy, the user, Ultimo Wagon, solid name by the way. Ultimo Wagon. His name is Ultimo Wagon.
Okay.
All right. He posted a picture of somebody else saying, "I don't get the appeal of Suzuki. His matches are boring for me. AEW failed to explain his character to fans like me who didn't know him well. Hope others enjoy it though." To which Ultimo Wagon says, "While I don't agree and think Suzuki is great, Homeboy just said, hey, I don't care for this wrestler, but I hope you guys enjoy it. And you're dragging him for being nice and understanding what he does and does not like."
That's a perfect example.
We can't have a fucking opinion now, can we? I think Suzuki's too fucking old and shouldn't be wrestling, but I hope you enjoy it. I hope he does well. Fucking Christ, dude. It is so bad.
Like people like to think, like it goes back to we always joke about it. You're not a big fan of the Young Bucks.
I hate the Young Bucks.
And that's like, and I enjoy them.
It has nothing to do with their wrestling ability either. It has nothing to do with their wrestling ability. It's just,
but it's just
aura.
You're allowed to, but you're allowed to. Just like we Madcap, Corbin. Everyone freaking hates Corbin. Love Corbin. Always. People shit on cool things, and I feel like it's all like I don't know if it's almost a thing now where I just like things that people hate. I feel at this point now, but I think I genuinely like them. Like I fucking love Shanky. He's great. I love Reggie. He's great.
I'm sorry. This is the danger of looking Twitter live. Changing my jabroni of the week.
Oh my god.
So we mentioned it a tidbit before we got into jabroni of the week, or before we got on the Twitter, but former quarterback for the Redskins, Washington, and the Steelers, Dwayne Haskins, tragically killed. Not Shefty. It's Sportskeeda Pro Football account. Dwayne Haskins tragically killed, got hit by a car. Don't know the details, but this Hall of Famer, Gil Brandt, had this to say on Dwayne Haskins' passing.
Oh, God.
He was a guy, and I quote, "He was a guy living to be dead. Maybe if he stayed in school a year, he wouldn't do silly things like jogging on a highway." Gil Brandt, jabroni of the week.
Yeah, that's
unquote, by the way. That's a fucking disrespectful ass shit right there. So
Wow.
you
It's just
are
like, what makes you even type that out when someone? It's
that's so fucked up.
Ay. Yeah, get off of Twitter. Get off of Twitter. Get off of there. All right. So we're gonna be coming back next week. All new episode. The Twitter. I'm gonna work out the kinks of the Twitter thing. Maybe we'll do like a.
So
We'll set it.
I don't know which day you wanted to do, but I'm back to work next Saturday. So might be a little later.
You're off all week.
No. I go back to work this week, but I'm off Thursday, Friday, and I'm working next Saturday. So
okay. So then we might have to. Ooh, we know. Yeah, we'll figure out. We'll announce when we'll be going on that. Maybe we'll do something with the Twitter scroll thing. We'll start maybe something new. Maybe we'll do that like weekly, maybe a half hour. We'll figure out something where I think that's enough time. We'll do some scrolls. We'll hop on we'll do like our Twitter. Maybe we'll like bookmark things and we'll have stuff already prepared. And then we'll kind of just do a little live scroll and we'll keep that a little bit separated from just adding it to, because I don't like doing 2-hour shows, even though I have a ball, but with downloading and everything and stuff, but it's a lot to listen to. And I mean, honestly, I could record for another hour and go on about
100%,
a bunch of stuff, but
yeah.
So yeah, follow us on Twitter at jaBROnis Pod, Madcap Jabroni, Happy Jabroni. I don't. Do we have to change our handles soon with all the stuff going on?
No, I feel like we shouldn't have to. I feel like this
Everything's gonna be okay. Do I have to change mine to sad? I almost did.
That's your call.
When I lost the title, I almost changed it to sad.
I mean, until somebody else comes up with the next great nickname, then like maybe I can be Ludwig Kaiser. I could be Kaiser Jabroni or something,
We should we add WWE to the front of our Twitter handles?
I don't know. Is that legal?
We can do whatever we want.
I feel like that's showing our fandom.
Should put it at the end.
And then
we put AW at the beginning.
Somebody like will say something, and people will be like, "Oh, of course, typical WWE shit."
I'll just say we just change it to a bunch. Should I change it to like Happy Jabroni, like 6478921?
I could do like
just add a bunch of numbers to it.
I love Hook and Ezekiel.
Oh, can we make Ezekiel Stan? Yeah, can we make Ezekiel Stan accounts?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I said we've never done it, but now I think I'm gonna make one. Okay, I'm telling you right now, you're gonna start seeing. I'm gonna let it be known. You're gonna know it's me because it's gonna start popping up. He's gonna comment on like body slam things. He's gonna, oh my god, working on it. You'll never know it's gonna be me.
I don't want to know what the name is. I don't want to know what the name is. I want to see it pop up on my.
All right. Well, what do you think? I need suggestions.
But
do you think it should be like a stand one where I make like?
I think it needs to be
the heart emoji somehow with
I think it needs to be outrageous.
All right, I'm on it. Got my Saturday afternoon planned out. This is fantastic.
Perfect. Done.
I got like 2 more Sunny D's. This is joyous news. All right. So yeah, we'll be on Twitter. We'll be lurking around. I'm gonna watch UFC tonight, and I already have I think a $10 parlay that pays out like 2 G's. So
there you go.
Let's go. All right. Anything else? Go buy t-shirts, whatnot. All that stuff's in the description. Until next week.
Go Phils.
Go Phils. And again, go Phils. Undefeated season. jaBROnis. Out.
jaBROni, JABRONIXYZ ABC. Oh, it doesn't matter how you spell jaBROni.